It was really a wonderful idea to put my attention to all these fields of life, which are very important. And as it is, I have attention on all of them, and I care for all that. But I would say now you all people put in your attention to it, because it is you who can do something about it. You can start with the nature, as they said, is we have to be kind to the nature. We are having such problems, people are cutting out trees, doing all these kinds of things, without even thinking that this is for the progeny will become a desert. So in the same way, for everything, for your fruits and agriculture, vibrations can really change. We had in our garden, you won't believe, a peony flower just like this, even bigger than this, very bigger. We have never seen such a flower. We had also the tulips, so big as that. I haven't seen such tulips in my life. With vibrations, you can improve everywhere. Say you go and see some politician, let's see, or some political party. Then you use your hands and give them bandhans all the time. You can sit on the table again, across, and under the table you go on giving them bandhan. You have powers, but if you don't use your powers, then it is useless. If you just go on thinking about building up yourself and looking after yourself, now those days are gone. Now you have to look after other things, and I was very much happy with all the things that they have shown, and all my attention is already there. But if you people also put your attention, as you know, I have already purchased 7 big lands, 50 to 60 acres of lands in Maharashtra for different projects, and these projects have started. Now in Delhi also we have a very huge big plan to put the women who are destitutes. First on the social level we have to do something, I thought. So it's all done. Now we have started a school, we have started an academy again, we are going to have another academy, and also teaching young people with vocational knowledge and all that. India has, that way is not so progressed as you people are in these things. But there's one thing very great about India is that because of our culture maybe, because of our Indian style of life, of respect, people have become very well equipped for the software, you see, this kind of thing. They are very intelligent, and software, because their attention penetrates. So if you also penetrate your attention, I mean, you can achieve the same, you are higher than them. But because they have been brought up in that culture, they are very intelligent, but their attention is not spread out. It is not. It is just on one point, and they penetrate very well, and they are doing so well now that a day will come when India will become one of the most prosperous country. So this is what has to happen, that firstly our culture has to be brought round to such a state that the children get all the positive ideas and a good character and proper building, with love, affection, but not to spoil them, not to spoil them. They should be brought up in such a manner that they develop a proper view of the whole thing, and also they have penetration of their attention. But if you go on changing your attention all the time, the inside is finished, because you see, attention gets broken. So this penetration of attention has to be seen. Say for example, you look at some tree, then just watch it with love. See what the tree is talking to you, what is she saying? You're looking at a mountain. Then just talk to the mountain and see what the mountain is saying to you. Put your attention in completely on one thing and see for yourself. That will help you a lot. But if you have an attention which is all the time watching this, watching that, this, that, and criticizing is another way you miss out on attention. Lots of attention goes to this. Thirdly, could be as I said, is self-importance is the worst thing. In that, then you do not think anything is important, you just go on looking after your self-importance. There are so many ways, but the best way is to learn how to handle your own attention and how to handle other people. That's very important. How you deal with people is very important for a Sahaja. You see, if you deal in a proper way, in a decent manner, in a way that's congenial, that's appreciative, then you will find so many friends and they will try to find out how are you like this? How are you so peaceful? How are you so kind? Why are you not agitated like others are? So in your own lifestyle you can establish it, but when you are dealing with others, what I'm saying, that the social relations with others is very important. Now at what level you should start, I can't say. It depends on your temperament and aptitude. But whichever of these areas that you think is important, you can just try to find out what is the solution. How can you help it? How can you work it out? All of you can do it. It is not that you have to develop a kind of a party to fight anything, but to have your own attention, you will know the solutions of many problems. Many problems can be solved if you find out the solution. But a solution you can find with your concentration of mind. That is very important. And if you can really do that, all these problems that you face today in those different fields of life can be easily solved. It's not so difficult. Family life, as you said, can be solved depending on the wife and depending on the husband and their relationship. It's very simple. But somehow or other, our background is such, I think, that we don't understand simple things. We only understand complicated things. In a simple way, if you deal with people at different levels, in these different aspects of life, you will be amazed. You will be very much popular. People will want to know what sort of a thing it is. I'll tell you one gentleman, his name was Mr. Dhumali, he's no more, they know him. He was in the village, he was looking after his fields and things, he was like a farmer. And somehow he got realization in Pune. After getting realization in Pune, he went to his own place and he started Sahaja there. And he started giving them realization, this and that. And it was surprising because he never came as such to me, or he never came to Pune, and suddenly he developed that, you see, mind of concentration. And the people told me, Mother, he's got so many Sahajas. He has developed it with such understanding. And when I went there, I was surprised that we had more Sahajogis there than we had in Pune. Well, in Pune there were Sahajogis who were doing the work. But this one single fellow had changed the whole idea of people in Ahmednagar and Rahuri. Very surprising it was. That he was just a simple man and a farmer type. And then he started using vibrations for his activities and things. And it was so remarkable that actually he was, as I said, not very educated on that. But we always went and stayed in his house, and we were really enamored by the way he tried to express his spirituality to others. In the same way, all of you can do it. Now, what I have seen that we are very shy about Sahaja. Once I was traveling in the plane and there was one lady sitting with her, burning absolutely. So I asked her, who is your guru? And she went into another realm of describing the guru is like this. I know the guru is horrible force, horrible false person, horrible. But she was praising him so much. Without knowing much about me, she was just going on, and I said, look at this woman, how much she's talking about her guru. while we are little shy to talk about Sahaja. First start talking to the trees about Sahaja, maybe. You practice it that way, and then you can start talking to others about Sahaja. You can work it out. You have to do it. Anybody who meets you should see you, ask you, because it will be quite evident from your face, from your behavior that you are a different person. But then you should start talking openly about it. If I was shy like you, Sahaja would not have spread. So there's nothing to be shy about. You should just know that you are Sahajogis, you are all Sufis, and you can talk to people openly, to all the people whom you meet. Gradually you'll be surprised that they will see your character, they will see your nature and change. Like this Dhumal. Once he went to an office and he had to get some work done. And then he started telling them, I want to do this. He was so peaceful and joyful that they asked him from what mill do you get your food? You see, they couldn't understand that how could he be so quiet and so honest and so very penetrating. And that gave him all the popularity in that office. It's collector's office. And so many people came and asked him. And he told that I am a follower Sri Mataji and I am a Sahajogi and you all can become Sahajogi. They said, all right, we'll also become. Like that. So one should not feel shy about Sahaja. Otherwise, what happens? That it melts away with you. So this is, I've been telling and again, all these things that you have said is very good. My attention is there and I'm the only woman in the whole world must be reading all the newspapers. Normally women don't read newspapers because they're headaches. But I read newspapers and I try to follow and I get to the right point, and I mean, it's quite in my mind about these things. But only person, you see, cannot do it alone. You have to have others who can channelize this. So I would say that don't feel shy. You should talk about it. You wear the badge. With the badge, people will ask you a question, who is this one? Then you talk to them. Any way you like, you should expose yourself, and that will work out better. All these problems can be solved by you. You are quite a lot of number here and also representing so many behind. So you can understand what is your personality is and how much you can impress people. All right? Thank you.